First stop on my 3-day tour of Jeju is Aewol. And I was attracted to come here because I found a coffee shop that looked good and it thought it'd be a good place to eat, and then I find out there are loads of coffee shops here and it is a beautiful place, but there's no food apart from cake and coffee. So I'm going to go and check out Randy's Donuts and get a little something something. I'm genuinely blown away by how amazing this little area is. I totally recommend spending the afternoon here because you can walk along the coast. There's a little coastal walk there, lots of nice cafes, you can eat lots of cake and then go and walk it off. Yeah, I really like it here. It's made me really excited to explore the rest of Jeju now. If you come to Jeju, make sure to go in that little shop there. So many nice little trinkets and things to buy. But I've got to get on. I've only got 2 hours until sunset and there's lots to see. Just thought I'd show you around my room on my first night of the road trip to show you what £22 can get you in Jeju in December. Space for junk and a bath in the middle of my room. The bath actually looks out to sea, which you can't see at the moment, but there's a big sea out there. Nice little station. Oh look, I can watch TV while I'm in the bath. That'll be good. See how my Korean's coming along. And this is a bathroom. There's also a really nice restaurant downstairs where I've just had a bulgogi, which was only £6. Just got lost on the way to trying to find breakfast and I found a temple. Seeing as Korea is a Buddhist country, of course there are loads of temples throughout Jeju, but this is one of the most impressive, the Yakcheonsa Temple. They actually have a temple stay program here, so if you want to know more and stay over, you can stay with the monks. Let's go and have a little look inside, shall we? See what's going on. Oh, shoes off, of course. I have just arrived at the Cheongdeng waterfalls and I'm going to go and take a look. It's one of the big things to do around here. It's actually just up the road from the Jeonnam tourist complex, which is an area full of restaurants, galleries, museums, shops, all those kind of things to spend your money. Jeju is famous for its tangerine fields and I have driven past loads of them this morning on the way here, so I've been gagging to try it, to be honest. Selling them fresh. God, that is so nice. Just had a glimpse and I think this is going to be a beauty. This bridge is amazing. I've just like run up it. I think I need to lay off the donuts and the bulgogi. Anyway, I wanted to show you something. This is Mount Halasan and you can see the sea. That's the tourist complex I was talking about earlier. Oh, so I could have just parked in there and got this over. That's interesting. Ripley's Believe It or Not museum over there. Told you it was touristy. Yeah, this is a nice view. Definitely recommend coming up on the bridge. If you come to the Botanical Garden, you absolutely have to come up to the observatory. That is an incredible view, and I thought I needed to bring my drone to the island, but I saw everything. It's fantastic. Got a little bit lost on the way to the falls, but I have just pulled in because there's an incredible view over there. Look at that bridge. That's amazing, isn't it? I paid £20 for this room. I've got this balcony, double bed, bathroom of course, shower, funky toilet. Would obviously be a lot nicer if it wasn't raining, but I've got views of Mount Halasan, only blocked by a big hotel. but still, 20 quid. Even if you don't stay here, you should stay around here because there's a big food street. There's the identified tourist food street out there. I am hungry. Unfortunately today the weather is horrid though. I bet there's 100 museums here, so there's lots you can do inside, but I think I'm just gonna drive on and try and enjoy the scenery. Pièce de résistance is the fact that you can see the peak out there. So yeah, I think this was about £23 and I've got double bed, sink, mirror, cool, and a toilet. So if there's 2 of you, that's fun, isn't it? Downstairs there's a pub, restaurant, and they seem to have loads of activities here as well, like running and picnic and all things like that. So yeah, pretty happy with this hotel. Just tried to go outside again, but it's absolutely chucking it down with rain. So I think I'm just gonna give up. If you come to Jeju in winter, like I have, it's December the 1st today, then you need to keep an eye on the weather forecast, and if it does say it's gonna rain, then aim to be at the Jeonnam tourist complex when it's raining, because there's loads to do there in the rain, loads of museums and things. So work your trip, if it's only one day, work your trip around that, rather than trying to battle on through, because you can't. Last day in South Korea today, and I'm going to celebrate by going to go and climb the Songsam Peak. Apparently it takes about 20 minutes to get up there, so it'll probably take me about half an hour. And it's meant to be a really nice place for sunrise, but I really couldn't get to sleep last night, so when I woke up this morning I just watched the sunrise from bed instead of climbing a mountain. One of the things Jeju is famous for is its seafood, particularly conch and abalone and octopus. And there's a group of women called the Haeon divers who go under without any breathing apparatus whatsoever and go and collect it from the ocean and then bring it back again. There is a big museum about it, but unfortunately it's closed today, so I've come down to find out a little bit more down here, and there's some women selling their wares over there. There's not actually any women out today. It's very breezy, cold and raining, and the mountain's actually closed. I actually found driving around Jeju pretty straightforward and easy. There's a coastal road that just goes all the way around. That's about 50 miles an hour, and it's got lots of little turns if you want to actually go to the coast, but you can just follow that around. I guess any problems I've had driving around Jeju, mainly actually people taking blooming selfies and walking out into the road, and absolutely not paying attention, especially when you're around the tourist sites because everyone's snapping pictures. Oh, one of the other things I've noticed, the amount of speed bumps is just ridiculous. I think it's because Jeju is quite a slow island, like most of it is 50 kilometres an hour, and even when you're approaching a roundabout they make you slow down to 30 kilometres an hour, which is like 18 miles per hour. It feels so slow. So I guess some people like to speed around, which is why they've got all the speed bumps. So they're really annoying. The other problem I've had is the GPS, because basically when I picked up the car, he was giving me a lesson on how to use it, but I couldn't quite understand what he meant, and I just kept saying yes, and so I didn't quite get it. But I've learned, we're on the last day, and I've learned what you should do is write down where you want to go. Oh, there's those Instagrammers. Nearly ran over them. Anyway, write down where you want to go, and then write down the telephone number, the last 7 digits, and then there's a bit on, yeah, so the GPS talks in English, but you have to program it in Korean, which I was trying to do at first by the letters, by the Korean letters, but you can also use the phone number of the destination you want to go to. So yeah, write down the phone number and then use the last 7 digits, and then you can easily program the sat-nav to work out where you want to go. So at first my problem was with the sat-nav, because here you can't use Google Maps. You can use it to find a destination, but it won't map to it. So you use a thing called Naver, which is really annoying, and also tells you where every speed bump is. So it's like speed bump ahead, speed bump ahead.